Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we are in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and today we are flying in the Just Flight's Avro RJ85, and we're going to be flying from Shannon over in the west of Ireland over to Dublin for another test tutorial flight. And I'm just getting the flight plan ready, so I'm going to click on fly, ready to fly, which puts us outside the aircraft like so. Okay, we can just have a quick walk around, get the tail number EIRJO, and the reason why I've done that is because I want to put the tail number into SimBrief, so EIRJO. Okay, I will be honest, I haven't flown this aircraft a lot. I bought it some time ago, and I've probably only flown it a few times. Didn't really learn how to fly it, but I have got a written procedure I've written up, which I'll be using in this video. So it's a trial and error flight to see if the procedure I've written up, the checklist, does actually work and will get us from departure to arrival. But, so I'll be checking the checklist as I go along to making sure that there's no errors, or if there is anything missing I will have to fill it all in. Okay, let's go inside the aircraft for now. Let's turn the track eye off. Right, back outside.
This parking is isolated. Ground services are not available.
Okay, back outside the aircraft. Okay, so if I bring up the SimBrief and I want to put in the registration number, which was EIRJO, so we can type RJO. Most of it's done now. I'll put a random flight number in, so it doesn't really matter much in this one. Like I said, it's just a test flight. It should be going from runway 6 to 28 hour, but we'll see what beyond ATC tell us. I'll leave everything else on auto, and I'll push the generate button up there. Okay, so that's generated. SimBrief downloader, we don't need that for this one. Let's bring up GSX.
This parking is isolated. Ground services are not available.
Okay.
This parking is isolated. Ground services are not available.
This parking is isolated. What does that mean? Okay, I don't know what that means. Let's end the flight for now. Let's go back and do it again. Let's try another gate. Let's try there for departure. Flight conditions. I don't want real time, I want actually what time was the flight plan set to depart? So we set to depart at 10:30. So let's put it there, it should give us plenty of time. Okay, let's see if that works then. Let's see if that let's bring up GSX again. SimBrief okay. Okay, let's reload SimBrief. Okay, so that gate didn't work then. This gate obviously works. We'll sort that out in a minute actually. I wanted to look at the settings for GSX, but there we go. Let's look at these settings. To look at assistance, no. Okay, that's fine. Let's just get rid of that. Why does it keep popping up? Okay, so I've generated the flight plan, so we just get rid of that for now. I should start beyond ATC. Let's see if this works. And I'll tell you what, nothing seems to be working this evening. I've done a couple of videos this evening, and nothing seems to be working. The apps and stuff, whether it's Explain 12 or whether it's Microsoft Flight Simulator, nothing's working properly. I don't know if something's going on, but nothing seems to be working properly.
Beyond ATC.
Right, it's working now, but I'm having awful trouble getting stuff to work today. Just let Beyond ATC load up. Okay, we'll leave it there. We don't have to do much with Beyond ATC at the minute. Okay. Alright, Beyond ATC is working, that's fine. Aircraft over there. Okay. So let's go into the aircraft. So I've got custom key points now all in. Keypad 1 is this view, keypad 2 is the AFB, 3 is the FMC, 4 is the overhead panel, 5 is the autopilot, 6 is the center pedestal, 7 is the jump seat position, and 8 is the right engine, 9 is the left engine. Okay. And if we go out into the cabin like so, there we are. Okay, so we can actually put the stairs out. It may be best to use the FB to do that. So let's go back into the aircraft. There we go. So on the FB, if we click on aircraft, we can click on stairs to put the stairs out down there. We can connect the ground power. We can put the ground air on there as well. We can change from jetway to stairs. We're going to use stairs. But we are going to be using GSX. And obviously over on here we want to put the SimBrief flight plan, so let's load the SimBrief flight plan up. So it's EINN to EIDW. So that's all that's all loaded, and then we've got the weather data, and then we've got all the output there, so that's all fine. And obviously you've got top of descent calculator and stuff in here as well. So let's just import yet, let's import that in. Okay. So we're going to start with the on the over panel as usual. It's parking brake is set, throttles are idle, flaps are up, gear lever is down, and check the wipers are off. That's all fine. We'll press keypad 4 to go to the overhead panel. As you can see, we're going to put the navigation lights to on. The light section is up here, so navigation lights on, logo lights as required, but I'll put them on. No smoking signs are off for now, I'll leave them off for now. Wing lights off, entry sign off, beacon off, strobe off. In the electric section, which is over here, we want to put batteries 1 and 2 to on, so we press both up to on. External AC ground power is here, so we want to press down to on, so now the ground power GPU is providing the power. Bus tie AC auto DC, both in auto position, which they are. Standby inverters are in the arm position, which they are. In the avionics section, which is up at the top here, you want your dampers 1 and 2 to go on. We want autopilot master 1 and 2 on. The avionics 1 and 2 can go on. Ground ignition auto. Brake fans press to on. Anti-skid on. Auto spoiler on. That's all it is. And lift spoilers yellow and green both on. If we go down to the section down here, panel lights as required. We put them as required. There we go. On the lower center pedestrian, we got the forward lights, AFT console lights, and the flood, console flood there as well. On the captain side console, you've got panel lights. You can put them as required, and then you got the panel floodlights as required as well. And on the first officer side, you've also got the panel lights over there as well. And over on the first officer side, you've also got the IRS switches. So I'm going to put those onto navigation over there. And on the earthware panel, in the ice protection system, which is here, screen eats on, aux and Alvane on, and pilot heaters on. Flight deck emergency lights need to go on as well to on. There we go. Right, to turn on the displays, you need to click this lever here, and the same over on that side. And on the overhead panel, in the hydraulic section, the engine 2 pump off, DC pump off, AC pump off, PTU off, and engine 3 pump off. In the fuel section, the center tank transfer in the auto position, X-feed in the shut position, standby pump L and R normal, common feed shut both in normal, pumps outer left and right off, and both pumps inner left and right off. Electric section, Gen 1 and 4 off, offline, gallery in on position, APU gen in the off reset position, ice protection, engine anti-ice all off or as required, ice protection section over here, all off or as required. In the air conditioning section, flight deck auto, temperature control as required, flight deck fan on, cabin fan on, and the cabin temperatures control on auto. Air conditioning lower section, cabin air in fresh position, pack 1 and 2 off, ram air in the shut position. Pressurization, which is here, and we've got it in the auto position because it shows in green. Worry about the landing data later. Autopilot all off, auto throttle off, light directors are off. Okay. FMC. Just clear that message at the scratch pad. Pass in it. So the last position. Got our reference airport there, and we've got our last position on the GPS. Then we need to set the IRS position like so. Then we can press index and we can load the sim brief route like that. Your pilot ID goes in here and then you press request. Okay, now we've got to enter our perf init data down the bottom down here as well, but we'll come back to that soon. I'm hoping the IRS it says navigation off for some reason. What's going on there with that? I had trouble in explaining with the IRS system, and that didn't seem to work. So we'll just wait for the IRS. Oh, it's actually, but yeah, it's working now. Just that it's got no status in this Taeyang, but it's all loaded up now, so that's all fine. So now what we're going to do, we're going to start, we're going to get our clearance from SimBrief. So let's get the ATC information. I don't seem to. Okay.
Transition level 050. Bird activity in vicinity.
And I'm gonna start
on initial contact you have information kilo.
Request the boarding process on
Shannon Airport information kilo.
we're going to request refueling.
09er tree for Zulu. Wind
Refueling truck is on
04557.
its way.
Visibility 10 miles or more.
And then we're going to
Few clouds at 2,200.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and
go
ask
to
to do it.
ground, and we're going to request our IFR clearance.
Ace Air 100, request IFR clearance to Dublin.
I say.
Ace Air 100. Shannon ground. Expect runway 06. Tree Alpha departure. Initial climb to flight level 060. Squawk 631 tree.
Tree Alpha departure. Squawk 6313. Ace Air 100.
Ace Air 100. Read back correct. Call me back when ready for pushback or engine start.
Wilco, Ace Air 100.
Yeah, the call sign must be on the livery that you've got in.
Fuel truck is in position. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Okay, so press that, you've got your refueling. But press that, you start boarding. We'll do that in a bit actually. Let's go to outside for you. Yeah, the fuel truck's obviously. Yeah, the fuel truck's there. That's fine. So we'll let let him do his thing. go. So this is GSX, by the way, doing all this. Which is pretty good. So he's obviously now going to start fueling the aircraft.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
He should put the fuel in that the sim brief flight plan has calculated. And once he's done that, obviously then he'll finish. Yeah, it's got the build price on there as well. Interesting. So the fuel I should have on board actually will be 4.389 kilograms. That's the fuel I should have on board the aircraft. So now we're going to go back to the FMC by pressing number 3. And we're going to go into yeah, we need to fill that one in, don't we? We're going to go into our legs page, which is here. Okay, fueling's completed. That's fine. So legs page. So we got 2 at the minute. So we cruise altitude. I think we were using today. Again, it's 23,000 feet. So 23,000 feet. Can execute that. The gross weight, I don't know if it sends it over. Does it send it over automatically? I don't know. Our gross weight is 37,467, which is right. So zero fuel weight, we're expecting 35.6, so let's type in 35.6 and put that in there. Reserve, let's put 1.0 in there. We can execute that. And if we go to the legs page, we need to put in our departure and arrival. So departing Shannon, press on depart. The runway we're departing on today is runway 6, so, and we're expecting AGIN 3A, so AGIN 3A is there, and we can execute that and back into the leg section, and that fills in a departure for us. Okay. So yeah, we haven't got a long route. It's a very short route. But at the other side, if I do arrivals now, I'm expecting runway 28 left at Dublin, so we can put that in. I don't normally do this. I normally wait until ATC give me the information, but I'm not expecting it to be any different from what I've got here. So Oscar 3 out is what I'm expecting, and obviously we'll be going through one of these. See, I'll be in Pisa and Lampo. But I think I'll leave it for now. See what ATC give me. But as you can see, the rest of the route is loaded. We've got a disco here. We'll leave that in because this disco here means that we've got no initial approach to get from this point to MaxEv. So when we put when we execute our route into there, that'll be filled in, but we'll do that later on in flight. So yeah, we're just checking through the legs page. So yeah, we know that's there, that's fine. So yeah, that's fine. And the obviously perf data. And we'll do that in a minute. So let's start boarding.
Boarding is complete.
It doesn't use GSX for boarding.
Cabin
so
crew, arm doors and cross-check.
I use GSX to request the boarding. So, AFT cargo. Okay, we'll open that door. Forward cargo, open that door. No.
Do you want a board crew?
No.
Passengers boarding starting.
Oh, it's actually using the using a jetway. Okay, fair enough. So we don't need the stairs and do it. Yeah, so it normally loads the weights and stuff in automatically for you, but it hasn't done that. So let's go back into beyond ATC. So we've got our departure on, initial climb. going to be 5,000 feet. And we've got a squat code of 6313, which we need to put in, so we can do that down here. So 6313 there, and we can put on org, and we'll put it on TARA while we're here, so we don't forget later. So, if the payload is not sent to the FMC, perfect it once board number full is complete, do the blurb, enter the weights and cruise altitude manually using SimBrief for the plan or the info on the FB. Okay, we'll do that in a bit. Let's just get it board first. We'll come back to
all aircraft be advised information meter
we'll
now
come back to that.
QNH1029er.
Welcome on board.
Okay, so the bags are being loaded. Okay, let's just move further on down the checklist. So we've done the transponder. We can put the range while we're here, so we don't forget that later. I'm going to put the weather radar on as well, so I don't forget that later. So we're going to put the weather radar on here, and the range we can put there to 100.
Cabin is secured for departure.
And there's a map mode as well, which is you can do that with the map mode, which is quite interesting. Did we do the barrow? Did we set the barrow? Was the barrow? Wasn't given one. Never mind. No, we can't do that. So we're going to set up the autopilot panel. The flight directors can both go on. Altitude 5,000 feet. Heading will be runway heading. I don't know that yet, but we'll do that when we get closer. Free speed we'll do in a bit. That's just our nav on. Nav main arm at this point, so we'll do a vertical speed and climb out. Initially.
Boarding is complete. Cabin crew, arm doors and cross-check.
It's not sending the weights over, which is strange. It's not sending the weights over, is it? Like I said, nothing seems to be working tonight. Don't know why. Let's put the co-pilot one on program. FMC. On the program page. There we go. Is that complete? Boarding complete. Boarding complete. I don't get what's going on with the game tonight. I don't know. Right, boarding's complete. Blah blah blah. Make sure the MD mode is on. I will now and set range as required. Yeah, so down here we need to make sure that's on. LNAV, like so. And it's on. We can put it on plan, and then we can go through the step feature, similar to a 737. So you can go through the step feature. Then you can also, obviously, bring the range down while we're doing this. Go through the boot. Okay. On the overhead panel, I'm going to put the seat belts on to on. When the smoking can now go on auto or on. Seat belts go on. Gotta find them. Where are the seat belts down there? Okay, they can go to on.
Cabin crew, thank you. Boarding is now complete. Good morning. You're all very welcome on board this Aer Lingus flight. In order to facilitate speedy departure, we kindly ask you to step in from the
APU
aisle while
and engine
stowing your
start on
baggage
the
and
overhead
waiting
panel.
to take your seat.
So
This
seatbelts
allows your
on,
fellow passengers boarding
engine
behind you
2
to pass
pump
by.
needs to
We
go
kindly ask for your full cooperation
on
when
in the
stowing your
hydraulic
hand
section.
baggage by placing only large items into the overhead lockers. If your cabin bag has wheels, it should be placed wheels first into the locker. All smaller
Yes,
items such as handbags, laptop bags,
figure out
and
where I
airport
am there,
shopping can
so
be placed under the seat in front
engine
of you.
2 pump
For
can go
passengers sat in rows
on,
1, 12, or
DC
13,
pump
these
on,
are emergency exit rows.
AC
Therefore, all
pump
personal items must
on,
be stowed in the overhead lockers to
PTU
keep the floor area
on,
completely clear for
engine 3
takeoff and
pump
landing.
on.
Thank you. And once again, you're all very welcome on board
In
this
the
Aer
fuel
Lingus
section,
flight.
pumps left and right outer can go on, pumps left and right inner can go on. Gallery can go in the shed position. Lights, the beacon can go on. The electric section, APU generator in the on position, APU air can go on, which I've got to find because it's in the air supply section, which is over here. So APU air can go on, air conditioning can go in the cabin air in the fresh position. Did I not put that on? Oh yeah, the APU up here needs to start. I think I've done that backwards. Okay. Don't know why that's still that. That needs to be removed. Maybe it's finished. Why are they still sitting there? Just waiting for the APU to come online. I think it's already on. Yeah, there's heat blur coming out the back there. That's fine. Okay.
Good morning, and you're all very welcome on board this Aer Lingus flight, which will be departing shortly. In preparation for departure, please ensure your seatbelt is securely fastened,
we can disconnect the
your
ground
tray
power,
table is stowed, and your seat back is in the fully upright position with the armrest down.
and the ground
All
air.
window blinds must now be open. Smoking on board, including vaping and the use of electronic cigarettes, is illegal and strictly prohibited. The lavatories are fitted with smoke alarms. Please be advised that tampering with these or removing any safety equipment such as seatbelts or life jackets is a serious offence and may lead to prosecution. We're very pleased to have you with us today, and we hope you're comfortable and enjoy your flight. Please ensure that all personal electronic devices, including mobile phones and tablets, are now switched to flight safe mode.
So pushback and no comment, so let's
These may be
bring up
used throughout the
GSX
flight
and
once in this setting. Laptops and larger portable electronic
prepare for
devices
pushback
must not
and
be used
departure.
during taxi, takeoff or landing, and must be stowed securely in cabin baggage, either under the seat in front of you or in the overhead lockers. If your device does not have a flight safe or airplane mode, It must now be switched off and remain off for
Ace
the
Air
duration of the
100,
flight.
gate 30, request
If your
pushback and
device
engine
becomes
start.
damaged, overheats, emits smoke, or becomes trapped within the seat structure,
Hello, Captain.
please
We are
inform
ready
a
for
member of the
pushback.
cabin crew
Due
immediately.
to icing conditions,
Finally,
please
if you are
stand by
wearing
for engine
headphones,
start
please
until
remove
push
them
is
for the
completed
duration
and
of the
brakes are
safety
set.
demonstration.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face north, Ace Air 100.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear.
Okay, so we're going to be going nose tail, tail right. We can do it a quick edit, or we can do it on the map. Let's do it on the map. So the first left click is the endpoint. Like so. Oh no, what have I done? Okay. Okay. Right click route complete, drag to adjust and save route.
Release parking brakes, please.
Okay.
Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed
Okay, so
and
we're not
brakes
going
are
to start
set.
the engines until we push back, which is fair enough. Should do it.
Please set parking brakes.
Okay, that's not working. I'll start the engines now. Okay, stop it.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
Okay, so we can start the engines now. So, on the overhead panel, we need to turn the engine 1. Select that to 1. So, to 1. Start master. On. Continue ignition both A and B to on. Push engine, push switch to start. And we need to move and undock the throttle lever from fuel cut off to idle at 20% N2. So just wait for the N2 to rise to get 20%. There we go. So click on that button there. And that'll be engine number 1 starting up. Back to your overhead panel. So you need to go engine select that number 2. Master's already on. The ignition's already on. So press start again. And then we're waiting for 20% down here. %. Engine number 2 can now start. And we can repeat the process for engine number 3. Give that 20% again on the N2. There we go. Repeat for engine number 4. And 20% again. Undock that. On the overhead panel, we want in the electric section, we want Gen 1 and Gen 4 in the on position. So, yeah, so both of them in the on position. There we go. Engine 2 pump and engine 3 pump both on in the hydraulics section. They're both on anyway. Engine scripter can go off. Engine start master can go off. The APU will stay running for the departure. Cabin air can go in the recirculation setting, and packs 1 and 2 can go off. Gallery can go on. And now we are ready to taxi. But before we do that, if you click on this over here, you'll get your v-speeds all in. And what I need to do is click back off that mode into plan mode. Our V2 speed is already been put in. Our vertical speed is set. Auto throttle, we can set that. We're now going to get our taxi clearance.
Ace Air 100, ready to taxi to the active.
On the overhead panel, we can put our taxi light
Ace Air 100.
on, so you click down to get taxi lights.
Runway 06 taxi via Alpha, Ace Air 100.
And we can set the flaps to 18. On the EFB panel, aircraft, and if we press CG, that will set the trim automatically. And the only thing we should have here is the parking brake, so that's fine. Heading bank range we need to set over on here to 30. It's already on 30, so we haven't got to touch any of that. And we'll probably use level change mode as well on takeoff. So yeah, I think we're all set. Let's release the parking brake, hold the foot brake, and we can do a check of the controls. turbo tracker back on, and now we can head out to the runway. .34, so yeah, we're leaving on time.
All aircraft be advised information mic now current. QNH1029er.
May we now draw your attention to the safety features of this aircraft. This is an Airbus A320.
It's not an Airbus A320, but never mind.
Insert the flat metal end into the buckle. To secure it around your waist, pull firmly on the strap. To open the seatbelt, lift the buckle cover.
Need to close that door
down.
down.
There are 8 emergency exits, all of which are clearly marked by red exit signs. Floor path lighting will guide you to these exits in poor visibility. There are 2 doors at the front of the cabin, one on the left and one on the right. 2 doors at the back of the cabin, one on the left and one on the right. And in the centre of the cabin at rows 12 and 13, there are 4 over-wing exits, 2 on the left and 2 on the right.
There we go.
All exits must be clear for takeoff and landing. Please take a moment now to locate your nearest exit, bearing in mind that the nearest usable exit may be behind you. Should you need to use one of these exits during an emergency, please leave all cabin baggage behind and make your way to the nearest usable exit. There is a life jacket in a package under every seat. If instructed by the crew to use this, remove it from the package and place the jacket over your head. The long strap should be wrapped around your waist to the front. Secure the clip and pull it tight. Each jacket has a light and a whistle to attract attention. Inflate the life jacket by pulling the red toggle sharply. It can also be inflated by blowing into the red rubber tube. Jackets must only be inflated once you are outside the aircraft. There is a safety information card in the seat pocket in front of you. This card contains important safety information. Please study it carefully before departure. If the cabin pressure fails, an oxygen mask will be lowered automatically in front of you. Should this happen, remove any face mask or face shield you may be wearing. Stay in your seat and pull the mask firmly towards you to start the flow of oxygen. Place the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. You can secure the mask using the elastic band. You must put on your own mask first before assisting children or other passengers. Cabin lights will be dimmed for takeoff and again for landing. This is a normal safety procedure. The cabin crew will now pass through the cabin to ensure it is secure for takeoff. Please comply with any requests they may have. Thank you for your attention. Cabin crew, doors to automatic and cross-check. We will be shortly dimming the cabin lighting for takeoff. This is a normal safety procedure. If you do require any additional lighting, there is a reading light in the panel above your head. We will be taking off very shortly, so please make a final check your seatbelt is securely fastened.
Ace Air 100, wind check.
Wind 0,
Cabin crew,
45 at 9.
stations for cabin secure check.
So on the overhead panel we need to put the landing lights on, and we need to put the strobe light in on, and we can also put the runway exit lights on as well. So we need to go and backtrack. There we go.
Hello, it's Neve at door 1 left. The cabin is secure for takeoff. Thanks. See you later.
So we're backtracking down to the end of the runway.
Cabin crew, please take your seats for takeoff.
Ace Air 100. Contact Shannon Tower 118.7.
Over to Tower 118.7, Ace Air 100. Have a good day. Ace Air 100, holding short, runway 06.
Ace Air 100, Shannon Tower. Wind 0 for 5 at 9er, runway 06, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 06 cleared for takeoff, Ace Air 100.
So runway heading. Can we sync that? No, we can't. Or we could sync the runway, we can't sync the runway heading. So 051 is our runway heading. I think we're actually good to go. Okay, I think we're good to go. Let's go.
Check thrust. Thrust set. Airspeed allowed. $80 knots. Go. Rotate.
Don't sink.
What's going on?
Don't sink.
What's going on with it?
Don't sink.
What's going on?
Don't sink.
Let's get the autopilot on.
Gear up. Lights up.
Okay. Get that. Oh no, forget the R nav on.
Air 100. Contact Shannon departure 120.2.
Contact Shannon departure 120.2, Ace Air 100. Shannon approach, Ace Air 100. Good day, 1,900 feet.
Ace Air 100. Shannon departure identified. Climb to flight level 110.
Climb to flight level 110, Ace Air 100.
On the Avro panel, I can go off. That's 6,000 feet. On the overhead panel, the air supply section, which is here. We now need to click all those to on. APU air can go off.
Contact Shannon control 132.15, Ace Air 100.
And the APU
Shannon control, Ace Air 100.
stop.
Out of flight level 093 for flight level 110, direct to Ginny.
Engine ignition A and B can go off. APU generator can go off.
Climb to flight level 230, Ace Air 100.
Landing lights can come off. Seat belts can now go off.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has switched off the fasten seatbelt sign. You are free to move back
Climbing to 23,000 feet. Check down here. Yeah, so we're going to be at 202, so yeah.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened while the seatbelt sign above your seat is illuminated. For your safety, we recommend keeping your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight. Please take care when opening the overhead lockers, as items may have moved during the flight and could fall out, potentially causing injury. We'll shortly begin our BA food and drink service. You can browse our full menu on the Aer Lingus app, where you'll find a wide selection of sandwiches, hot meals, snacks, hot drinks, and a full bar service. If you have any questions about what's available today, feel free to ask any member of the crew as we make our way through the cabin. We do apologise in advance if your preferred option is unavailable due to earlier demand. Please note that we are a cashless airline, but both credit and debit cards are accepted. If you have any allergies, please inform one of the crew, and we'll be happy to provide allergen information. Later in the flight, we'll offer our boutique service, featuring a selection of gifts, accessories, and luxury brands, with savings of up to 57% off high street prices. If there's anything we can do to make your journey more comfortable, please don't hesitate to let us know. For now, sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight.
We can increase the range a little bit. Okay, so that's our next waypoint down there. So top of descent's almost on us there. I'm just going to put in the ILS code in. You do that here, so it's 11135, just in case, and then press that. To activate it. Do it on the other side as well, so it's 11135. I'm expecting runway 28 left, but we'll see. And we can get rid of that.
Air 100, Shannon control, expect Oscar 3 Romeo, runway 10 left.
Oh, okay, so it's 10 left we're going into.
Expect Oscar 3 Romeo, runway 10 left, Ace Air 100.
Okay, so we can do that now actually. If we go into arrivals. So we're expecting 10 left, so ILS 10 left, and Oscar 3R. it'll be Oscar 2R in this case. We can execute that. Come back to the web page, and then we can click on that and click on that to get the disco out the way. So it means we're not running we're not going on that one, so we're going on 10 left, which is up here. So the frequency for that one is 109.55. So we can swap that over, and then we can do the same for this side. So it's 109.55. There we go. We can get rid of that. Okay, so gonna call ready for descent.
Base Air 100, approaching our top of descent, ready for lower.
Base Air 100, Oscar 3 Romeo, runway 10 left, descend to flight level 190.
Oscar 3 Romeo, runway 10 left.
Going to VS mode.
Level 190, Base Air 100.
Just reduce the speed. Sync the heading as well. There we are. There you go.
In preparation for landing, please can you return to your seat and ensure your cabin baggage is stowed securely. All portable electronic devices, including mobile phones or tablets, should be returned to flight safe or the equivalent airplane mode. Laptops and larger portable electronic devices should now be switched off and stowed securely in your cabin baggage or in the overhead locker. If you have any items you wish to dispose of, please have them ready for collection when we pass through the cabin shortly. Please ensure your seatbelt is securely fastened, your tray table is stowed, and your seat back is in the fully upright position with the armrest down.
Let's put the course in.
All window blinds must now be open. The cabin crew will now pass through the cabin to ensure it is ready for landing. Please comply with any requests.
Course is lined up for the RLS.
Thank you.
Elevation 243, so up here 200.
Gemstone 2 for Mike Echo, Shannon Control, identified, climb to flight level 170. Ryanair 33 Uniform Hotel, descending via Baytree Tree Romeo, flight level 234. Ryanair 33 Uniform Hotel, Shannon Control, radar contact.
Descend to flight level 070, Ace Air 100.
Okay, so we can descend down to 7,000 feet. Let's reduce that speed.
Contact Dublin approach 121.1.
Contact Dublin approach 121.1. Ryanair for Papa Kilo. Good day. Shannon Control. Ryanair 77 Whiskey Delta. Descending by Milford Romeo. Flight level 240.
Ryanair 77 Whiskey Delta, Shannon Control, radar contact.
Get a bit of speed brake out. Let's just reduce the descent.
Good day, Shannon Control, Spinnaker 39 Delta, descending via Baxter Tree Romeo, flight level 166.
Alright, coming down to 10,000 feet. We can put on the landing lights and go back on. Seatbelt sign can go back on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has switched on fasten
And my exit signs can go back to on. And we need to start the APU.
Delta for 5 Heavy, Shannon Control, identified, climb to flight level 320.
So we're going to start the APU. APU generator can go into the on position. APU air can go
Shannon Control, Layer 130. Good day.
on.
Flight level 162 for flight level 190.
And engine conditions can go both A and B on.
Player 1-3 Lima, Shannon control.
Anti-ice as required.
Climb to flight level 380, player 1-3 Lima. Ace Air 100, contact Dublin approach 121.1.
Contact Dublin approach 121.1, Ace Air 100.
Let's bring the speed down.
Ace Air 100, flight level 095, we have Pucker on board.
Ace Air 100, Dublin approach. Good day. QNH 1031, expect the ILS runway 10 left with the Oslex transition.
QNH 1031, expect the ILS runway 10 left with the Oslex transition. Ace Air 100.
Okay, Oslex transition.
Shamrock 693, contact Dublin Tower 12 for decimal 68. Have a good day. Over to Tower 12 for decimal 68. Shamrock 693, have a good day. All aircraft be advised, information puffer now current. QNH 1031.
What was the Oscar 3R, so Oscar 2R, and transition was OLEX. There we go. So we just check that now. Put that up to there, execute that. So let's just check. It's the OLEX transition. IPSA approach. Okay. That's all fine. Bringing the speed down.
Dublin approach, Ryanair 33 Uniform Hotel. Good day. Flight level 098 with the numbers. Ryanair 33 Uniform Hotel Dublin approach. QNH 1031, expect the ILS runway 10 left with the Oslex transition. QNH 1031, expect the ILS runway 10 left with the Oslex transition. Ryanair 33 Uniform Hotel. Dublin approach, Spinnaker 39 Delta, flight level 096 with information puffer. Spinnaker 39 Delta Dublin approach, QNH 1031, expect the ILS runway 10 left with the IFBAP transition. QNH 1031, expect the ILS runway 10 left with the IFBAP transition. Spinnaker 39 Delta. Dublin approach, Portugalia 22 Juliet. Good day, 1,200 feet. Portugalia 22 Juliet, welcome back. Continue. Continue, Portugalia 22 Juliet.
What was the QNH? 1031. Okay. 1031.
Ryanair for Papa Kilo, cleared direct Oslex. Cross Oslex at or above 5,000 feet. Cleared ILS runway 10 left. Cleared direct Oslex. Cross Oslex at or above 5,000 feet.
coming in from here, so this is us now, and we'll be coming round here. So Oslex and Ibiza. And run by Eddie 097. Bring my speed down.
Dublin approach, Ryanair 77 Whiskey Delta. Flight level 098, we have Clipper on board.
Ryanair 77 Whiskey Delta Dublin approach. QNH 1031 expect the ILS runway 10 left with the Oslex transition.
QNH 1031 expect the ILS runway 10 left with the Oslex transition. Ryanair 77 Whiskey Delta.
Air 100, descent to 5,000 feet. QNH 1031.
Descent to 5,000 feet. QNH 1031, Ace Air 100.
Ace Air 100, cleared direct Oslex. Cross Oslex at or above 5,000 feet. Cleared ILS runway 10 left.
Cleared direct Oslex. Cross Oslex at or above 5,000 feet. Cleared ILS runway 10 left. Ace Air 100.
On the other panel, we need to click the engineer all off. I don't want that.
We'll shortly be dimming the cabin light. If you need any additional lighting, you'll find a reading light in the panel just above your feet. Thank you.
Let's bring the speed down. We need to be at 3,000 feet for user. So let's do that now.
Portugalia 22 Juliet, turn left, heading 215. Turn left, heading 215, Portugalia 22 Juliet. Portugalia 22 Juliet, 8 miles from sub-off, turn left, heading 130, maintain 4,000 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 10 left. Turn left, heading 130, 4,000 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 10 left.
Change this to VL mode. And
Localizer capture.
localizer on.
Spinnaker 39 Delta, cleared direct IFAB, cross IFAB at or above 4,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 10 left. Cleared direct IFAB, cross IFAB at or above 4,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 10 left, Spinnaker 39 Delta.
Cabin crew, please take a seat for land.
Hello, it's Neve at door 1 left. The cabin is now secure for landing. Thanks.
Cabin is secured for arrival.
Put the
Lights
approach
override.
mode on.
Ryanair 77 Whiskey Delta, descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1031.
Descend to 5,000 feet. QNH 1031. Ryanair 77 Whiskey Delta.
Ryanair 77 Whiskey Delta, clear direct Oslex, cross Oslex at or above 5,000 feet.
There's the
Cleared
runway.
ILS runway 10 left.
Cleared direct on flex. Cross on flex to full above 5,000 feet. Cleared ILS runway 10 left. Ryanair 77 Whiskey Delta.
Glide slope captured.
Air 100. Contact Dublin Tower 12 for decimal 68.
Over to Tower 12 for decimal 68, base air 100. Dublin Tower, base air 100, ILS runway 10 left.
Base Air 100, Dublin Tower, wind 095 at 18, runway 10 left cleared to land.
Runway 10 left cleared to land, base air 100.
Okay, that's our landing clearance. As you can see, it's not quite centered up on the tablet, but you can see that we are in line with the runway there.
Dublin Tower, Portugalia 22 Juliet, ILS runway 10 left. Portugalia 22 Juliet, Dublin Tower, continue. Roger, Portugalia 22 Juliet. Dublin Tower, Ryanair 33 Uniform Hotel, ILS runway 10 left. Ryanair 33 Uniform Hotel, Dublin Tower, continue. Wilco, Ryanair 33 Uniform Hotel.
One thousand.
Flying Delta.
Glide slope.
100.
Air brakes out.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Airspeed alive. 80 knots. Go. Rotate. Thrust set.
What's it doing?
Positive climb.
What the? Oh.
Pull up.
What happened?
ASAIR 100, exit right at November 3.
Exit right at November 3, ASAIR 100.
Ryanair 77 Whiskey Delta, Dublin Tower, continue.
Wilco, Ryanair 77 Whiskey Delta.
Oh well. I don't know what happened there. Oh well, never mind. I've landed, so it don't make a difference. Let's bring the flaps up. Not quite sure what happened. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy looking out the passenger window. I was too busy looking out the windows, and which you forgot.
Portugalia 22 Juliet.
I was actually landed.
Fly runway centerline. Maintain 4,000 feet.
On the go. Fly runway centerline. Maintain 4,000 feet. Portugalia 22 Juliet.
Portugalia 22 Juliet. Contact Dublin approach 121.1. Speak soon.
Contact Dublin approach 121.1. Portugalia 22 Juliet.
ASAIR 100. Contact ground 125.885.
Ground 125.885, ASAIR 100. Bye bye.
So strobes can go off.
ASAIR 100. Request taxi to assigned gate.
ASAIR 100, gate 312 taxi by November 4,
runway exit lights can go off.
Alpha Tango 1, Foxtrot inner, Alpha Tango 4, Alpha Tango 3.
For your safety, please remain seated
Gate
with your
312
seatbelt
via
fastened
November
until
4,
the aircraft
Foxtrot
has
outer,
arrived on
Alpha
stand
Tango 1,
and the
Foxtrot inner,
fasten seatbelt
Alpha
sign
Tango
has
4,
been
Alpha
switched
Tango,
off.
Alpha Tango 3,
Once the
ASAIR
seatbelt sign has
100.
been turned off,
TCAS,
you may use
weather
your
can
mobile
go
phone
off.
and small electronic devices. Please ensure you take all of your personal belongings with you as you leave the aircraft, including any reading material you may have brought on board. Remember to check the overhead lockers and the seat pocket in front of you.
Standby.
Please take care when opening the overhead lockers, as items may have moved during the flight and could fall out, causing injury to you or fellow passengers. For any passengers with connecting flights, please follow signs for flight connection
On the overhead
and have your
panel we
boarding
can
card
put
ready, as it may be checked by
ignition
airport
to
officials. On behalf of the captain and all the crew, thank you for flying with Aer Lingus today. We hope you've enjoyed your flight, and we look forward to welcoming you on board again soon. Thank you, and we wish you a safe onward journey.
Ryanair 33 Uniform Hotel, ramp 120 left taxi by November 3, November, Kilo, Charlie, Foxtrot outer, Alpha Tango 1, Foxtrot inner.
Ramp 120 left via November 3, November, Kilo, Charlie, Foxtrot outer, Alpha Tango 1, Foxtrot inner, Ryanair 33 Uniform Hotel.
Yeah, I was too busy like looking out this window. My throttles were still up, and and obviously it decided to, for some reason it went into a go around, I think, and rather than land it decided to put the nose up and started to have a go to go around, actually because I wasn't paying attention.
Ryanair 77 Whiskey Delta, ramp 119er left taxi by November 3, November, Kilo, Charlie, Foxtrot Inner. Ramp 119er left by November 3, November, Kilo, Charlie, Foxtrot Inner, Ryanair 77 Whiskey Delta.
(312) is the gate. Yeah, 312 was the gate, wasn't it? Stop here for 1 minute because we need to turn off the landing and taxi lights. Yeah, 312 was the gate, yeah, fine.
All aircraft be advised information Quebec now current. QNH1031.
I think that's it. I'm not sure. I can never tell where I need to go. I can never get this bit right. I have no idea what those numbers are up there where I need to be. So I'll just leave it there. Probably got it all wrong. I never get it right. I never get that right when I'm coming in. So thrust levers idle. Parking brake idle.
You need to stop the engines to request ground services.
Yeah. Cabin air in the fresh position. Packs go off and the engines go in the fuel shut position. Docking 4-3 2
Cabin crew,
and
doors
1.
manual and cross check.
Cabin crew, doors to manual and cross-check.
Chocks can go back into place. And ground power can be connected.
The boarding requested.
On the overhead panel, seatbelt signs can go off.
You may now disembark the aircraft. Please take care when moving through the cabin and exiting the aircraft. Remember to take all of your personal belongings with you, including any items from the seat pocket and overhead locker. If you have any items you wish to dispose of, please bring them with you and hand them to a member of the crew at the door. Thank you.
Beacon light can go off. GSX is now deboarding the aircraft. So the APU air is off. Fuel pumps outer and inner all off. Gallery in the shed position. Engine 2 pump off. Engine 3 pump off. DC pump off. AC pump off. PTU off. TCAS and transponder I've already done. Navigation radios I can set back to 111050 and 113.90 to put it back into a turnaround mode. Autopilot panel reset. FMC reset. Obviously I didn't connect the exterior power. There we go. So course knobs on those can go back to 0. Any mode can go back to 0 as well. Conditioning, cabin air fresh, packs 1 and 2 are off, ram air in shut position. The flight deck is on auto. Temperature control as required, flight deck fan off, cabin fan off as required, and auto. engine anti-ice will be off, ice protection or anti-ice off. Electric section, generation 1 and 4 off, galleries in shed position, APU can I go off, it's off anyway. Center tank crossfeed auto, X feed in shut position, standby pump left and R in normal, common feed shut left and right in normal, pumps left and right and pumps left inner and right all off, that's done. Hydraulic section we've already done. Ice protection section screening off, auxiliary valves left fan off, pilot eaters off. The top, the avionics, but the yaw dampers off, autopilot 1 and 2 off, and the avionic masters off. Brake fans off, anti-skid off. Auto spoiler off, and the gift spoilers yellow and green both off. Lights down here as required, but turn them all down to off. And I can do the same down here, lights all off, and also over on the co-pilot side, lights off as well. IR switches both off. I can go back into VNav and I can turn both switches, displays off. On the overhead panel, no smoking off, emergency lights off, logo lights off, nav lights off. In the electric section, standby inverters and standby green both in off position. They're both off. Bus ties open position. Boarding is complete. Let's go back to outside. We can close all the doors over here so they can go, they can go, close, they can close. Go. Ground air can come off. Ground power can come off as well. And on the overhead panel, external power can go off, and both batteries can go off. So we're back to a cold and dark situation, and ready to go for the next flight. Okay, so that was the Avro RJ85. Yeah, the landing was a bit messed up. Not quite sure what happened to the landing. I think it was down to me not concentrating, not watching what I was doing, looking out the window and my throttle was full throttle, so I did bring my throttle lever back and sort of went into a missed approach go around procedure, and then obviously I hit the ground hard, the nose went up, and then the sim reset the way it did, and yeah, so it was another bad ending to a video, but there we go. Can't get them all right. So, but yeah, gonna leave the video there. Don't know who's making a racket. Someone's making a racket somewhere. Yeah, gonna leave the video there. I will come back to this aircraft and do another video of it. I'm not sure when, because I've got a few other videos I want to do before that. But yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, and until the next time, it's goodbye.